Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to a little bit of War Thunder. It's been a while since I've had much of this except on the stupidity on the channel. But I thought it'd be worth it to share this match that I just played. So I recently finally picked up the mouse after saving it, and before it was removed by putting a little bit of RP into it. And here you can see we're on, what is this, Eastern Europe? Or, yeah. And it's a full up tier, as you can see by that T55 AM1 in front of us. But I just wanted to show everybody, you can still have good games in the mouse even in full up tier if you play it right. So this thing's pretty much stock. I still only have the capped AP shell. I do have parts in FPE. I don't have smoke shells. I don't have any of the mobility upgrades. So it's a little bit of a struggle to play. But I think this match speaks for itself. And it was a really, really good match as well. So, yeah, as you can see, it's going to be a bit of a struggle getting to the battlefield. And the Object 279 span comes out in full force since it's still a pretty new vehicle. But this thing, definitely not a flanker. Definitely adverse to being flanked. So I'm lucky that my team went the way it did. But right now I'm trying to hide from this helicopter because he's right above us, and I know I have a lot of armor, but his rockets can kill me if they need to. So he's been killing a couple people, and I just saw a Leopard die on our right flank. That means that there's an Object 906 over there somewhere. So basically my plan is to sit right in the middle of the battlefield and act as the bullet sponge, maybe pick up some kills, and hope that I don't get majorly flanked. So, yeah, everyone's still shooting at this AH-1. Finally gets shot down by an M48, and struggling to maneuver this thing, trying to turn and drive. It really doesn't turn and drive at the same time until you get it up there a bit better. It's kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. I can handle it. So, just a reminder, this is realistic battles, so I can see the markers on my friendlies, but not on the enemies. So if I miss something that you think I should have seen, yeah. Well, that's my first kill. Come around the corner, and there's a. I just realized I'm on the right view. There we go. And there's a T44 sitting on the cap point there. Just donk one with this massive 128 right into his turret. So kill one, and you can see, things going down all around. There's enemies to my right, enemies to the left, friendlies in front. That's the best way to play this thing, honestly, is around friendlies. And I see that Object 120, and I'm not sure exactly what happened here, but I duffed both my shots into the like house thing there, which is unfortunate. There's some kind of plane up, and it's a friendly. He just got shot down. So a friendly BMP-1 right there. Try this again, getting the turret on, and right as I'm about to click, he takes out my cannon breach and 3 of my crew. So, not the best start to the match. The BMP just kind of stares at him, shoots once, doesn't hit anything. So I got my gunner back, but now it's I believe it was like a 40-second repair or something. And I'm keeping an eye on the minimap, and you can see somebody just died to my northwest. And then there's all sorts of light tanks and stuff approaching our zone. Their zone. They technically still have B. And I see that Object 279 kill our friendly BMP. And I'm trying to see what's going on. This Leopard comes out and shoots him. And I'm like, okay, I guess that must have been him, because I can't see anything through all that smoke. And then they friendlies push onto the cap point, and my breach is repaired. So I'm gonna do probably not the smartest thing and just peek out again, and I don't see him from there. I look again, I see that shot, but he's not where he originally used to be, and I can't actually see him in the... I didn't see this barrel right there, so... And then he pulls back, so I'm not seeing him somehow there, and I see this T-55A, and again, my shell, like, I feel like it's firing low permanently. I don't have the adjustment to fire mod, so that's possible that that's actually what's happening. But I dunk one into the thing, call him out on the minimap for friendlies. Not that that shows up on the replay, but... You know, all of a sudden all of our friendlies that are up there start to die. So I saw that that T-55 was still there. Peek out, so there's this barrel, and I'm like, okay, please drive forward. Yes, boom, right into the side. Nuke another one, second kill. And all friendlies ahead of me now are dead. I've lost my entire team. So I'm thinking, well, I'm down to 3 crew. I'm in a pretty stock mouse. There goes a T-62. There's a 279. He pulls back when he sees me, I think. So I'm like, alright, time to pull back. Maybe I can get some support from somebody as they come forward. See that little edge of the BMP2? Boom, he's dead. Hull break through the and through his driver. Like, okay, I guess so. Continue to pull back, because, like I said, there's no way that I'm gonna fight off their entire enemy team in a damaged, pretty not very upgraded mouse. I see this 906 to my right, and I guess he doesn't see me, or he's just not looking at me. And there he sees me, and he's like, oh no, shoots, dunks one, and then I use the secondary on that one. Because there's no reason to use the main gun for that. Somebody takes a shot at me from the front and then dies. Might have been an AMX-30 or T-60. It might have been that T-62 actually, and then the Object's 279 drives away. So I'm playing this pretty reserved, not super aggressive. I want to try to live as long as possible, looking at the state my team is in. We've got a mouse on C and me and a mouse here, and then a Leopard across the way, and just one friendly medium and then 2 AAs. So we're in a pretty bad spot right now. At this point I honestly wasn't thinking we were going to win. It was looking like instant loss. But I'm just staying here, hoping I don't get bombed, waiting for friendlies to catch up to me. The mouse on my left dies to an AMX-30, so I know that someone's out on the flank, but there's not much I can really do about it. The Object 279 gets killed by our Leopard 1, and I'm like, well, okay, that's all the people that I knew were up close here. So I'm thinking about maybe pushing up and recapping the point, like slowing the ticket bleed at least as much as possible. And this friendly OF-40, this guy, Helo 13, did some awesome work alongside me here for the rest of the match, basically. We start to push up. I did not see that T-62 right there. But I'm checking left, making sure there's no one up on the hill. I accidentally fire my secondary there. That's just a key binding mistake. But I'm looking over there, don't see anything major. This OF-40 is pushing up in parallel. He kills the T-62, which is awesome for me. And then I'm thinking, okay, well, there might be some people across the river there or coming up the riverside, so I'm gonna push up into here, trying to turn this massive behemoth. And I hear an engine. I'm like, what is that? What's going on? Who could that be? And I'm like, oh, it's a little ASU-57. So I come prepared, secondary, right into him, just instant death. Didn't even get a kill cam for that one. He's dead. So because that guy could have been really dangerous to our friendly. Also, I saw that the Leopard 1 to our right got killed by an IS-6. I did not see him there. I took a hit, and I'm like, wait, where did that come from? Oh, there he is. Line it up with a gun mantlet right into the turret cheek. Boom. 6th kill. So, OF-40's pushing up, and I'm thinking it's time to start thinking about capturing that zone, slowing the ticket bleed. Our friendly to our rear right dies. There's an AMX-30 in our spawn. You can see him on the minimap, marked on the minimap. I hear another engine, Object 685. That's the light tank, BMP-1 similar kind of tank. I don't think our OF-40 sees him yet. I hear him. There it is. OF-40 looks like he bounces one, so I'm trying to get my gun around. I guess the 685 doesn't see me because he doesn't try to run any further. So I'll take it. 7 kills. And then so pull up, help him capture. Neither of us knew about that M247 there. OF-40 is getting strafed out by the plane, but it's not doing any damage. And the M247 comes around, completely ignoring the OF-40 in exchange for trying to blast at the back of my turret. So I just kind of angle the back of my turret, and the OF-40 takes him out. That's some excellent teamwork right there. Not sure exactly what was going on there. So now I'm thinking, well, you probably should stay and defend the cap, but this is like a pretty cliche spot to be sitting. So I don't know exactly what to do. And our team is completely gone. It's me and this Hilo guy, and there's one guy up on Sniper Hill that's not doing much to help the team. There's some ATGMs flying overhead. Not sure what's going on with that. I think that's that MI4 that was out there. But I don't know what he's shooting at. Something fires from behind, and I'm like, uh-oh, and there's that AMX-30. And at this point I'm basically screwed. He's behind me. Bombs go down. I'm okay. I guess I didn't actually see him there. Now I see him, and he sees me, and yeah, I turned my turret a little bit too far. He goes through the turret. And I call him out on the minimap for the friendly, but I believe he actually gets bombed by a PE-8. Yeah, he gets bombed by this PE-8. So anyway, I'm respawn in my trusty Leopard 1 here. Love this thing. Still don't have it perfect, completely spaded, but I've got the Heat FS and that's what matters. So they're back on B, obviously, capping it. So I'm like, okay, well, let's do a little bit of a flank, because I still didn't see anybody off to the left in the forest, so I hopefully will be clear to push up along here. Hilo respawns in a Saddam 25, shoots down the PE-8. Excellent. I will certainly take that. Air cover is always great. I see the AMX-30, try to hit him with the on-the-move shot, but the suspension messes me up. He, for whatever reason, doesn't take the shot. But I'm going to be aggressive and push him like he hopefully isn't expecting. So I don't know what he's shooting at there. I guess he's shooting at the guy up on the hill or something. So I'm corner peeking here. I don't know why I left these open. So you can see him there. I'm watching him, seeing, okay, well, he's not looking at me, but I feel like if I push out, he could get a shot. But Artie plus him pulling back is a perfect excuse for me to pull forward. And he decides to move out to the right. I can hear him moving, and there he goes, and I'm just trying to get my gun on target, and boom. Revenge is mine. Now I'm looking at this MI4, and thinking, okay, well, might as well try to get a shot on him, and just miss. And then Hilo in the Saddam takes him out for me. So, that's good. I hear another engine in front of me, I think. Yes, I hear that. And, okay, I'm sitting there, and I don't want to push him because he obviously knows that I'm here. So I call him out on the minimap for our Saddam. Hopefully he hears them, and he shoots, so that's unfortunate. And then I didn't really mean to use my teammate as bait there, but it did work, and I did get him. So, yeah, not the best, but not the worst. So, recapping for a second time. 9 kills now, one zone so far, and this will be my second. I hear another engine, and there it is. I'm like, is that an M103? Yes, that's an M103. So try to go for like the crew, but I just get his commander. He doesn't even seem to care, really. He's just driving straight up at me. I can see that he doesn't really have his gun very well oriented, and after he does that, I'm just gonna... That was a really risky play, I'm not gonna lie, but it worked out. He might have not had his gunner since he just got hit by somebody by that OF-40. That's Hilo's respawned in another OF-40 to help me out. Anyway, so far so good. We're up to the double ace. And I'm going to push forward, be a little aggressive. I like being aggressive in the Leopard. I can hear engines on the other side of this building. So I'm going to sit here and hopefully they won't be expecting someone to sit right here. And there he is, I see that. What is that? It's a ZSC-37 hull break. And I hear another engine somewhere. Getting ready for this next guy to come around the corner, but I don't want to sit in the exact same spot. And I guess he's actually on the other side of the building, but the OF-40 will go get him. And I think he got him. Not yet? Not yet. He's sitting around the corner and get revenged by the F-80. Not surprising, to be honest. I was surprised I hadn't been killed by a plane like that yet, but that's pretty much the end of the match. They don't really have any tanks left. So I grab a Kugelblitz because I want to try to at least shoot him down. But Hilo over there is going to be defending the point. We're pretty low on tickets. You can see how close it was. We were down to like, not many tickets. Trying to hit this F-80, but not getting too much luck. Hilo's almost pushed up to the A point, but he's been hit by both the F-80 and the Mi-4, as you can see in the battle feed down in the left corner there. But tickets bleed out. That's a good victory for me. So I'm just going to show you a quick thing of the results here. It was around 11,000 RP, and for 11 kills, 3 zones, 2 zones, 3 zones, 2 zones, and 2 deaths. And I think that this is just a really good example of, how to deal with not spaded tanks and how to work as a team. Because this Hilo guy, awesome teamwork. He got top on the team, well deserved. I think that together we made that match happen. And just as a little bonus, I have one more pretty short match to throw in here. Sorry about the microphone audio quality change. This match is much more recent, and when I recorded that last one, my computer decided to reset my audio settings, so it tried to enable noise suppression on my microphone, which makes it sound really fucking weird. Anyway, so this is a Mozdok single cap in the Leopard 1. A little bit later, I've now unlocked the rangefinder and basically everything except Hesh suspension and brake system, I think. So the least useful 3 modifications in the tank. And my plan is to rush super wide to that little hill in front of me so that I can snipe over it and just shoot everyone in the side. Now, usually enemy teams will have at least a couple people go out wide this way as well, so I was kind of worried about getting shot in the side as I tried to rush over here. But not this time, apparently. This time I was completely free to just roll over here. I don't think anyone even saw me. The only person I saw was that BMP right in front of me as he drove across, but he wasn't looking this way, he was looking toward the point. So as you can see, we had that R3 T106 just capped to the zone for us, which is awesome because it means I don't have to worry about it. And one of the things I love now is that with the rangefinder plus the new mechanic of being able to range in the binoculars, you can't see it in the replay, but I used my binoculars to range that T-54 in. Yeah, I missed that first shot, but now I knew almost the exact range, and he pulled forward the instant I fired, so I got his engine and stuff, but then he just J'd out, I'm pretty sure, or burned out, one of the two. But now I have the exact range of all these targets, so I ranged that IS-4 as well, and then I see both those BMPs roll up, and I'm like, well, that's a pretty juicy target, so they're probably a little further than that IS-4, killed one. The other guy starts to pull forward, pulls back. My expert crew comes in handy here. So I have the reload and hull break the second one. So 3 kills already, and we're not even, 3 minutes into the match. And there's the IS-4 that I ranged in before. Another 1 shot. 4 kills into the match. So, yeah. Leopard 1, awesome sniper, especially with the mobility and the rangefinder. It's not a laser rangefinder, unfortunately, but the regular rangefinder still works. So that T-54 comes pulling forward. He's about where the IS-4 was, so I take a shot, knock out his transmission. He's looking for me, but his gun just turns right past, and I can just boop right in the side, right through his crew compartment. Kill 5. So at this point I'm like, wow, I can't believe this actually worked. I'm starting to get worried about other people flanking around, getting on my side. You can hear next to me is an M47 that just did the same thing I did, but he's slower. He's still got the same 105, I'm pretty sure, and he even also has a rangefinder, but I don't think he got too many kills and stuff. I can see a lot of people shooting there, and I see that, whatever that is, and I'm like, oh wait, that is a ZSU-57. That's easy kill. Boom, hull break. He poked his turret up a little bit too far, and I could see where he was, so I'll take advantage of it. And now I'm gonna reposition a little bit, give the M47 some space, and just push around a little further, see if I can get any better angles on any other enemies. And you can see our team's, we're still holding the cap, so the tickets are bleeding out still. Our team's kind of arrayed pretty well, and look, another T-54. So try to pull up in a way that I could still see him through this bush. He's in the same spot everyone else is, so I shoot at 900, and well, it works. So he's dead. I see another T-54. This guy's to the right, so it was a good thing I was scanning around, because he could have seen me on the flank if I hadn't moved over there. So I range him, shoot, hits the lower plate, but it does manage to get driver and gunner. The M47 misses his shot, so I'll take it. That's, kill number 8? So, doing pretty well. And at this point I'm just going to kind of chill. You can see there's really not many people left on the team. There's, half their team left as opposed to look at this, our whole team is still fighting. Our team's pushed past the capture point and starting to push toward their spawn. And it's just kind of, we're just chilling. I don't want to be too aggressive and push up into their spawn because there's not really any cover in front, as you can see. It's just an open field. So I can see the marker there, so I know an enemy is there, but I can't actually see him. And then I see that ZSU-57 for just a glimpse, but he drops back down behind the hill. And this is another thing. Knowing when to hold fire is really important, because if I had fired on either of them, I probably would have given my position away to somebody that I couldn't see, or there's no way to know if you're giving your position away or not. So just taking random pot shots, especially when you're in a vehicle that's not particularly heavily armored, is not always a great idea, because if you take the wrong shot, everyone else gets to know where you are. So I'm looking around, still hoping someone else will just drive out in front of me, but they've basically been pushed back into their spawn, which is in a valley. And I see that explosion over by the M47, and he's pulling back, so I'm like, well, where did he just get shot from? What's going on? Screw you, tree. And I decide to start pushing up, see if I can maybe help this M47, because I'm assuming that the person's behind the hill. But the enemy is the ZSU-57, and he pushes up, so I'm gonna hull break him. And that's pretty much the entire match right there. They still have a few stragglers left. They will have a plane a little bit later. I don't get any more kills or any more action. I just pull up and kind of cover the exit to their spawn, see if to make sure they can't get out. And then there are people further back that are sniping into their spawn. Great map design, by the way. You can shoot into their spawn from halfway across the map. Anyway, let's move on to the results. And here are the results. So I finished my night vision. That was the other thing I didn't have on the Leopard 1 yet. But as you can see, 6,000 RP. I got Survivor, I got Heavy Metal Hero. We also got Best Squad. Got plenty of SL. I'm working on the Raketen Jagdpanzer 2, which will be an interesting one. First place on the team. And all in all, pretty good match if I do say so myself. So I hope these two matches were interesting to you. I hope you maybe learned something. If not, I hope at least it wasn't terribly boring. And I know that I mostly do DCS on this channel, but I'm definitely interested in doing more War Thunder videos as opposed to just, clipping the funny stuff and putting that into a video. So if you'd like to see more actual War Thunder gameplay, let me know. I might do reviews, I might just play games and record them, I don't know, instead of just doing replays all the time. Anyway, thanks for watching, I really do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.